So this is definitely one of those ideas that I got to really probably make a bigger video for, to really articulate my thoughts and whatnot on it. But I don't think there's any such thing as trauma, right? So things happen to us and we go through it, and then after we go through it, it's like it's done. It happened, you went through it, you were sad, you were hurt, and now it's over with. It's done, right? So why am I saying that? In the sense that, so anytime something happens, I not only do I remind myself, but I tell other people to remember the two most important things that God says to us, right? Number one, all things that happen are for the good of those that believe in the Lord. And number two, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So he doesn't say some weapons, most weapons. He says no weapon formed against you shall prosper, right? So even with that verse, he's not saying there won't be any weapons. He's not saying you won't get attacked, you won't get hurt, you won't get shot by the weapon or slashed or stabbed. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is, even after the weapon hits you and hurts you and, you know, cuts off your arm or whatever, it will not prosper. It will not, that happening to you will not make you lose the war, right? So even if you lose the battle, you haven't lost the war, right? And then the second part is, all things work out for the good of those that believe in the Lord. Okay, what is he saying? What he's saying is, any person, all of us do it. We look back at our lives and we say to ourselves, had that not happened to me, I would not be the person that I am today. So what does that mean? That means that everything that happens to us shapes us into who we are as a person. So nothing is actually bad. Absolutely nothing. Like that thing that happened to you that you think is so horrible, it's the reason that you are who you are today. So people who used to be on drugs, years later when they're a billionaire, they look back at their life and they say to themselves, yo, had I not been on them drugs and, you know, been sleeping in cars and doing things for money that I didn't want to do, I never would have gotten up the courage to start this business and become a millionaire. So like, there's no such thing as trauma. It's just life.